So we're diving back into Minecraft. That's the plan for today. Chunk by chunk, we were supposed to get to a really wonderful home, but we didn't do that. So now we can do whatever we set our minds to. Here's our pirate ship, the snow, the whatever. I should probably get more resources. And yeah, so that's going to be kind of my plan right now. I'm going to leave this right here because this is where I'm going to get my official thumbnail picture every time. So that'll be what we do here. But hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a bucket and make a water elevator right near that little thing. So that way I'm not accidentally falling off the ledge. And yeah. Does the ship have chests in it? It did. It had one, but then I took it, and then now it has nothing. So that's that. It's going to stay like that, basically, forever until the end of time. So, whoops. We're going to do this. So that way, if I accidentally fall off the ledge, we're going to be totally fine. Like this. Boom. Cool. Wonderful. So hopefully everybody's having a great day out there. I'm back from PAX East, and now I'm ready to play some Minecraft. By the way, if anybody has any questions about PAX, you know, feel free to ask. I feel like it's a convention that, you know, a certain amount of people that, like, I am, you know, around and whatever will go to, but not necessarily a lot of you maybe out there have been to a PAX East or a gaming convention like it. So it's a very unique experience for sure. We're gonna grab this coal right here. Get rock and rolling with this. What I also want to do is like change up this. I feel like the way that we expand the base, this is gonna be irrelevant. So I'm kind of concerned about that. Having a great day, Alex and I say hello. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Alex. Nice to talk to you. Hello. Did you play any fun demos at PAX? Did I play any games at PAX? I don't think I played any games at PAX. Did you guys know I'm a professional gamer, by the way? Bro, forgot the assignment, bro. I did see Abdallah Smash. I saw him on stage. He was playing not Family Feud. I saw him. I didn't talk to him, but I saw him. I was only there on Thursday, so I didn't have a chance to like go and do all the things I wanted to. West is still on my list for sure. But yes, that was basically my itinerary there. Been to PAX Unplugged, but never PAX East. Unplugged was kind of a letdown. Well, Unplugged is like all board games, you know? So if you're not like a big board game person, or you're not into the particular board games that are there, you're not gonna have a great time. I am not a board game guy, for the most part. So if there's like a new board game experience, I'm not really like super keen on it, basically. So yeah. I love board games and TTRPG, so I'd love to know why it was a letdown for you then. That should be like the primo like experience, man. That should be like the best. Like the best, you know? Zebra Gamer would have talked to Abdallah Smash. Zebra Gamer in his time did not do any conventions. I asked him before, he was just not feeling it, you know? Which is totally fine. But yeah, he wasn't really about it, you know? Eat the Joy-Con. Oh, there we go, Lynn. Demos are crazy long lines. So much space taken up by that Disney card game Lorcana. Yeah, I know. Right. That's a big thing. And you know, the issue with the board games and stuff too is like they take forever. So like you can't do like a quick round, right? It's like an experience. Like you're taking forever with it. So I don't really know how you change that, unfortunately, you know? It just seems like a thing that will take forever, you know? A demo's like an hour. Yeah, and like, dude, I'll tell you right now, I looked into a booth for PAX East 2025 because it was around the time of Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls, right? So I thought, what if we had a booth to like promote the Kickstarter and the book and whatever? And a booth was like 10 grand. And so if it's 10 grand for me, which, I mean, obviously I didn't do it, but like all the people who have staff there, right? You have to pay all the different staff. You have to do this, do that. Dude, that was actually a complaint of PAX East as well. There were so many dice sellers. There were so many dice sellers at this PAX, and people were like, why are there so many dice sellers? You know? 10 grand for a booth, that's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. And so here's the thing. I ended up seeing a, the interns are free. We can't do PAX West this year, so I'll skip till next year. Oh, that's unfortunate. But you got to do what you got to do, right? So I saw there was a game there. Actually, I did play a game. I'm not going to say what game. But I saw a game. This is going to be really bad. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. Holy. Holy, 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 holy. Hold on. Hold on. Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook. There's iron in there. I want it. There's iron in there. I want it. Holy mackerel. Nice. 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 Hold on. Please hold. Don't touch the dial. Don't touch the dial. Nice. 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 Win. Big fan of that. Megan, hello. Hello, hello. Very nice. I'm so proud. I'd like to thank the Academy. So I saw a game there that they have a Kickstarter. And, you know, I'm very, very curious. You know, just like how it goes, what the development's like, whatever. So I was watching it, and I was watching the campaign afterward, right? Like what is happening, and you know, is it worth it for them to actually have the booth? By the end of day one, and this is a big booth, big booth, big booth, big booth, big booth. A small booth, 10 grand. This was a big booth. Big. Okay? By the end of day one, big booth, big money. By the end of day one, they had 6 followers on Kickstarter. And then by the end of the weekend, they had 20. Now, I'll tell you right now, if we spent 10 grand and got 20 followers on Kickstarter, I would throw my head through a concrete wall. There is no shot. There is no, hi Kelly. There is no, now they had other stuff there. They had other, you know, merch. They had other stuff. Was it the AI looking game? No, this was not an AI game. Not that I could tell. But Brian, they're spending that sweet VC money, not their own. Give me the VC money. Anyways, the point was, and they had a lot of staff, and they had a lot of product. And so I was like, man, whoa. So, you know, you have to be really wise about what you do and how you go about doing it and whatever. I would be very mad if I were, I mean, I don't know what success looks like for them. But for me, if that happened to Pro Gamers Guide, I'd be mad. I'd be real mad. Really mad. But anyways. So, yeah, Kelly, I was just talking about PAX East before. Not death, nice. And just the overall experience and stuff. Kind of sad. I mean, but maybe they sold a bunch of the stuff they had at the booth, you know? Actually, it's kind of a... I could, you know... If we had Pro Gamers Guide there, all we're selling is books, right? So if you have more stuff to sell, it gets to be a little bit easier, you know, like different types of stuff. Like I bought it because I mean, I support Kickstarters, and you know, we've done 3 of them successfully, right? So it's like, you gotta, not that you have to, but like, you know, you support and do what you can and whatever, you know, right? So, and I'm like, I mentioned it when I was checking out. And they have done multiple Kickstarters and stuff before. But
Bye for
I
now.
was like, oh yeah, I've done 3 of these and just happy to support whatever. And they were like, okay, cool, yeah. Thanks for the purchase. Okay. Cool. Brickso Brain, do you play Roblox? No, I don't. I don't. Can't put the price tag on hype they generate. True. The general interest. The general interest, Jenny. Yes, lest we forget. The hype, the momentum, the Jenny, think about the impressions. Think about the impressions you get. That's actually a song, isn't it? Yeah, that is a song. That's the impression that I get. Dun, 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 dun. Who sings that song? I don't know. They did have a jazz band play at the big stage on Thursday night. I did not get a chance to see. I was a little disappointed by that. I think I was getting dinner with people. I was doing something. But yeah. GTA? I'm not playing GTA. You are far too young to know that song. Hell, I'm 30. What are you talking about? Anyways. But Kelly, yeah, I'll message you. Not that, you know, it wasn't a game that I made a connection with or anything. It was just like, oh, you know. Oh, I also bought a really nice art print. I supported independent art, right? I went out and now this person had like a booth that was like 2 wide. So it was like, now I don't know what the rates are, you know, now, but when I tried, it was like 10 grand. So this is a $20,000 booth. The print was really nice and it was 45 bucks. I'm like, I'm happy to give you 45 bucks because I know how long this takes. Like, and I've, you know, been with Kevin, like vending at conventions and stuff. And I'm like, oh, how many prints do you release? And he's like, you know, I release one every couple of months. These take quite a bit of time. I'm like, trust me, my guy, I know. Here, take my 45 bucks. Hopefully it can help you recoup at least a little bit here. But yeah, no, it was really, really cool. Mighty Mighty Boss Tone, straight out of Boston, MA. Oh, are they really? Very nice. Yeah, for some reason, drawing a blank on it. But yeah, okay. So I got those resources over here. Like, I should just.
Oh man, Behabs gifted a subscription to Eric Ray.
Behabs.
Well, Zoe, thanks for your generosity.
Gifting a sub to Kelly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for gifting that sub. You now have access to some of the most interesting emotes on Twitch. Thank you for saying thank you to the gifter, because that's what we say in life. We say thank you for the gifts we get, whether they be from Santa or random strangers on the internet. So I appreciate it. Kelly, somebody that I met at PAX East, at St. Jude Play Live. She will be there as well. We get to hang out even more. Isn't that great? Those of you are like, how can anybody get sick of Bricks O'Brien? Just ask Kelly. Kelly was talking. True, Spindle. Hello. Brian is great though. Well, thank you. I try my best. It was Kelly was talking. Oh, she was talking to Neopets. Neopets had a booth. And I never played a Neopet before. Now I saw her there. And she was like talking about how Neopets was great. And yeah. I got to see Kelly in full content creator mode. Like, this is who I am, what I do. Yeah, Neopet. They had $150 Neopet like figure. Like $150. It was like in I think a baseball hat. They had trading cards. They had a lot of stuff, dude. I was like, whoa. Neopets is legit making a comeback. We'll see. I will look forward to Hero Carries content on Twitch regarding that. And then I will use the affiliate link. And I wanted to feed these chickens, actually, whatever, it's fine. No, but they are. They totally are. I'm not locked in. I missed an hour of the live stream. Dude, Manster, fake fan. Fake fan over here. Jeez, wild. How the mighty have fallen. Sorry about these chickens. It has to happen. But no, I mean, it looked interesting. There was a giant AI game there. It looked very, like they basically branded it as if it were Pokemon, but like not Pokemon, and very cutesy. And I'm like, this is not up my alley. We are not doing this. You need to go to the corner. Go to the corner. Oh man. They had a huge booth. Now that's some venture capital money right there. That's what they had. That VC money. Did you? Well, okay. I didn't actually. We talked throughout the weekend, but we didn't actually like talk about anything. Was there? What was your like favorite game of the weekend? Was there a game that you were like, yes, all about? Like I saw a couple of games that I was interested in, but there wasn't one that I was like, wow, this is, you know, really you know, moving the needle, at least for me. But I was only there Thursday on the main show floor. Wild Heart and Tales of Something. Well, actually, I saw you posted about Wild Heart, and I looked into it. They are also a Kickstarter game. And that was not what I was talking about earlier with the followers and stuff. But they had the campaign raised the goal is $170,000 in a month, and they got to $10,000 in the first day, which Pro Gamer Insight, as we know for Kickstarter people here, hello Kevin. So for Kickstarters, for the most part, you want to raise about 50 to 70% of your goal in day one to have a good shot at making it, which is what we've done for all the Kickstarters for Pro Gamers Guide that we've done so far. Not that we have more planned in the future, I promise you we don't. But they only raised 10,000 of the 170 so far, so I was like, oh, okay. Hopefully it picks up and, you know, whatever, in time, you know. I can do this and this and this. Good. Do you think the goal is ambitious? I think for a game of that scale, it's not, but I think if you don't have it funded, I mean, this is my professional experience. If you don't have it funded at least 30% of the way in the first couple of hours or day, like Kickstarter is all about, you have to really do the marketing way. Like you can ask Kevin or I mean anybody in the chat that supported one of the books. Like we were talking about the book for 4 months beforehand, and we hit I think $30,000 of funding in the first 20 minutes. I think, or 20,000. There was like a big, like in the very beginning. Yeah, it's like 70% in the first 48, 72 hours and the last 30 in the final 24 hours. So there's a lot of dead time, which is by design. It's just kind of how it goes. But yeah. So I don't know if I think it's ambitious if you don't have a big plan beforehand, but I don't obviously know their dev team and all that stuff. The rest is a bit of despair. If one day we show the conversations that I've had with Kevin and everybody else in the Discord about right. Yeah, you question your life. You're like, is this even worth it? Like, what am I doing? Yeah. Yeah, it's weeks of like, this is not and it's, you know, you don't blame anybody except yourself and, you know, the situation. Like, it's not, you know, me blaming anybody, but it's weeks of that. It's weeks, and it's just part of the thing. But like, I would say now by the third time I'm kind of an expert in Kickstarter, right? Right, Kevin? We're kind of, you know, Kevin's done 2. We've done 3, so we got 5 under our belt, right? We're kind of experts. We know what we're doing. 5 successfully funded ones. How long was your campaign? We did... The first one was 20-something days. The second book was 30-something days. And then the third book was 20-something days. It was kind of a... not a random number, but more like, okay, we got to really figure out the timing and stuff. So, yeah. The last one was spicy. We hit the goal with like 5 hours left. Yeah. But dude, the gray got grayer and the bald spot got bigger after that one. That was, yeah. We are not going to repeat that. Somebody go buy a book. Go buy a book. Late pledges are open. There we go. All right. Anyways, so. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Lots of situation room meetings. Yeah, there were. What if I already have a book? Then you are good to go. Or you can donate a book, or through the link that we have right beneath the video player on Twitch. There's other stuff too. But anyways, no, we've donated a lot of books to St. Jude and other places as well. Buy a coloring book. But do you have all 3 titles? Do you have all 3 titles and then the blah 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 and the blah blah blah? No, but in a perfect world, I'd love to have a booth for the books at PAX East. I think, no, I don't know. I don't even think that'd be good. I mean, definitely not TwitchCon. TwitchCon is like, you know, there's not enough parents there that would really, you know, justify having that be a thing at all. I mean, I think the idea of it would be cool, but no. So just going as a creator / attendee is good by me. Have a booth and then making Kevin run it like an intern. Top 5 things Kevin doesn't want to do, run a booth, is like number 1 through 5. You know? I wonder if it'd be worth sharing a booth. So were you here at the part where I said that a booth for PAX East costs $10,000? So, like, no. I don't want to run my own booth. Oh, you were here for that? Okay, I just want to make sure. I just wanted to make sure you heard that part, Kelly. I just wanted to make sure you heard the part where it's 10 grand for a booth. You know, just wanted to put that out there. I think there's more. Okay, really? No, give me. Oh, that's just not gonna happen. All right, cool. So 5K, no big deal, right? Actually, we'll go out this way. This is not gonna work. Let's do this. Is this just a water trap? No. I guess it is. Hold on. Pause. Wait a second. This way. Very affordable. It's fine. It's totally fine. No, I think it's better if, generally speaking, I think it's better for me, and I mean really any creator, to be mobile. Like, unless there's like a, in this economy, like more so for me if I were to have the book and then have that be its own thing. But like, I don't think there's enough, like I said, I don't think there's enough parents to really justify having that, like, be there. It's barely justifiable at like a Lego convention, let alone other conventions. But in an amazing world, it would be. Actually, I've seen Twitch, like the larger Twitch creators have something at, what was it, GCX? Was it GCX or was it TwitchCon? I don't know. One of those conventions. You need a cuddle suit? Yeah, have a cut. That's when I would have the inflatable cuddles or like the big mascot suit. That'd be really cool. One day for sure. All right, so I guess what I can do, I mean, I got resources here, right? We got iron, we got raw copper, we got all that. I guess a step would be to take all of the plants and stuff over here and make a second floor for this. So what we can do is basically build upon the foundation we got here, make a second floor, and then leave it so, you know, the chickens are not like totally in the darkness, of course, but have it so it's exposed lighting over here or whatever, right? It'd be cool to see you wear the exact cartoon outfit, square off the mustache. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Eventually. Well, we kind of have to get. We don't need to have the dye. No, we kind of have to have the dye, right? Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Poor chickens, right? I know. So, I like in a perfect world, they have an area where it's not just like a standard pen. I can make it like look more appealing. But for right now, you know, it's whatever. They're just gonna have to stay as it is, regrettably. So we're gonna get the dye right, and we're gonna make an area dedicated to the crops and stuff. We're gonna do that. We're gonna actually square it off and make it like efficient instead of having it all be kind of, you know, down there and whatever. So that's the plan for today. And then we'll, I mean, unless anybody has any other plan that they want me to, adventure they want me to embark on here. But yeah, thank you all for being here and being part of it. Thank you for the fish, Lizzie. Hi. Howdy. And yeah, if anybody else has any other questions about PAX or whatever, try not to die. I'm going to try not to die. I mean, I do that every single day. I wake up every day and I'm like, well, here we go. All right. This is it. Netherite armor? Yeah, right. Dude, imagine generating all the chunks with the nether and stuff and trying to get the netherite. Yeah, right. And then all it takes is for me to fall off the edge one time and I'm cooked. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, dude. No shot. 0% chance. 0%. Not gonna happen. Absolutely not. What I could probably do is take all the grass and stuff off of that block or that chunk and use it up here. So I'm gonna mainly focus on the perimeter right now. And so I'm gonna not focus on like aesthetics for the moment. What we're gonna do is take this and modify this. So I want this to be fairly tall, right? I don't want the chickens to have like no room. So we want this one more higher here. It's gonna go off from this way. And so this will be the actual perimeter of the thing. Now it's gonna match all the way down. We're gonna make it match. We're gonna make it look good. But yeah. Never in my life I thought I'd hear you say cooked. Listen, I gotta be hip with the kids. Hip with what the youngins are saying, dude. I gotta be, you know, professional, right? I didn't know you had that many chickens. I do, because chickens hatch eggs, thankfully. So I can just get more chickens, which is great. Okay, Bella, hello. Howdy, howdy. We are making this work. Okay. So, do we all have our tickets for the Mario Galaxy movie? Are we ready? Are we fully ready? I am ready. I was driving into Boston, and I got that legendary text from Mr. Kevin Hinkle that I looked at after while I was done driving, I promise you. Mitcraft, hello. And I saw the Fox McCloud is going to be in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And that's gotten people, dude, people are excited. Okay, a lot of people are saying like, you know, why would they spoil that surprise? I don't know why they would do that. How could they? Whatever. And I'll kind of tell you exactly why. Because, Lindsay, hello. They didn't want it spoiled ahead of the press screenings because somebody was going to leak it at some point, whatever. And if they are willingly showing you Fox McCloud as a dedicated character poster ahead of time, that clearly means there's more surprises to be had in the actual movie now. So that's what I think that means. That's what I think that means. Personally and professionally. I think there's way more surprises. Way more. Okay. So I definitely want this to be this high. We'll be dodging spoilers until Saturday evening. Okay, well, I'm going to talk about it on Wednesday, but I'm not going to spoil anything. We're going to have announcements and stuff, but also not going to be spoiling things. So don't worry about that. Let's see. Did you guys hear that email, by the way? Do you hear that sound? Did that happen? I know you won't spoil it. No. Speedy King, hello. You heard that? Dang. Nobody send me an email. How much merch have you bought? I haven't bought it. I finished my figure reviews today. Finished the Mario and Luigi. Showcase that. Other than that, I haven't bought the Yoshi popcorn bucket or the Luma or the whatever, the movie shrine. Hope there's new characters like Link and Kirby. There could be. I guess we can just do this, right? But okay, I want to have it so like this is a ground level and the water can't leak through, so I have to do 2 high. I have to do 2 dedicated blocks high. Okay. They showed Pikmin 2, right? Yeah. So I was actually thinking about this, sidebar, between what you have with just Mario characters, Pikmin, and Star Fox, pretending that all those characters appear. Just those. Mario, Pikmin, Star Fox. That's like 15 characters from Super Smash Bros. Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, Peach, DK, Bowser, Bowser Jr., Rosalina and Luma, Pikmin, which is Olimar and Alf, 7, Fox, Falco, Wolf, that's 12. Who am I missing? Diddy Kong, that's 13. You know what I mean? That's 13 characters right there. Sounding like, looking like a Super Smash Bros. Right there, man. Hey, man. Just saying, man. Hey, man. It's kind of sounding like it. You know what I mean? All right. Clearly, there's too many chickens. Clearly. But anyways, yeah. It's looking like it, man. Man, look at all these chickens. Any chickens in chat? Can I put these? Man, I need a World Forge that can take this stuff, dude. Are you buying both popcorn buckets? I don't plan on it. That's not what I want in my life. So I thought I could put those in the composter. That'd be kind of messed up, actually. So the Yoshi, yes, because I'm a sucker. The Luma light, hear me out. The Luma lights up, all right? The Luma lights up. And, you know, the yellow Luma, it would take up a really nice proper spot inside of the shelves back here. Yeah, it lights up, Lindsay. It lights up. The Luma lights up. Yeah, B-Habs, it does. What bucket do I get? I'm going to get the Yoshi for sure. But I have an AMC gift card. And I think I got a 5 credit, too. So, and then okay, so I think every theater is carrying all the same color Luma bucket except for Fandango, which has an orange one. So you can go and get all of them if you, I'm not getting all of them. Obviously not. But like, also, I don't want 2 large popcorns. I don't want to eat 2 large popcorns. So they have these mini bags of popcorn that I get at the store. They're like 200 calories each, movie theater style popcorn. I have those, and I have like, you know, 2 or 3 of them throughout the week here. Did I really just get a event invite for this PAX East party, even though it already passed?
Bye for now.
Awesome. Great. Another email? Crazy. I know. Dude, just saw all these $1 million deals coming through, dude. Dude, you should have seen the one that popped up earlier. Dude, if I had the notifications on my screen, you'd be like, what? Thank you for the lurk, Renova. $1 million deals on stream. That's how it's done, baby. We move in silence. That's what happens. Tune in Wednesday. Just saying. What do I need? I need more diorite over here. I need more of this stuff over here. Ooh. More of this stuff. Okay. More of this. Good. So yeah, there wasn't anybody from Nintendo there. There was one booth. There was one booth, and I'm not going to tell you. But there are several, I will say this. There are several people in this corner of the internet and adjacent corners of the internet that'd be very happy. Very happy that I talked to. I don't know if I'm happy about it, but I know. Do not send me another email, Beth. Don't do it. Don't do it. I saw it pop up on my phone. Don't do it. Stop doing this. Anyways. 7 people in 7-day 7 coincidence? What? I didn't send the other ones? Okay. Anyways. Okay. Let's... Will you play Minecraft Dungeons 2? Probably not. Minecraft Dungeons 2 or Minecraft Dungeons wasn't really a game that people I found really went and like watched me play all that much. So I wasn't really like, I mean, I was having a good time with it, but I also didn't have a crew of people to like fall back and play with. So like it wasn't really a, you know, a game that I was super into. But anyways, you know, but that's that. So, I mean, if people were more interested in seeing me play it, either for videos or live streams or otherwise, then yeah, it's definitely a possibility. But, you know, that's that. Bocage, hello, welcome. Hopefully doing well. Thank you for being here. All right. So I'm mining out the diorite here because I want to make sure that I have the row there settle down so I can put the dirt on top so that way it's not leaking through. I definitely don't want that. That's going to be the plan here. Isn't that noise from Discord? That's the noise that it makes on my end for messages there. For the Gmail browser, it makes noises for me there. So, yeah. But Discord, no, I got a different sound for that. Different sound for that. What's your favorite Minecraft minigame? I really like Spleef, but I don't play it all that often. But we gotta go up. We gotta go up now, so I don't have to compete with the chickens. I'm not gonna compete with those. There we go. We'll do this. Okay. Cool. So yeah, everything's going to be on this layer over here. Make it look real nice. And we don't necessarily have to have the guardrails along the side here if we don't want to. We probably should, just for the sake of it, but that's the general plan. Nope. Okay. Awesome. What did I miss? I just went mining a little bit. I was talking about my PAX East experience, and then I was just messing with this and getting an entire layer of diorite down to put some dirt on top of it, get the crops planted down toward this way so we can basically try to like make a house happen up top, but we'll see. I got emails, several $1 million deals in my inbox as we manifest our way into a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. That's how that goes. I basically got to get rid of some of these chickens because it's gonna be a problem. Do you live stream on Twitch as well? I do. Geography, welcome. I am a Twitch partner, so I'm able to be on both platforms at one time with no problem whatsoever. But I'm able to pay attention to both chats as much as I can and keep people involved across the experiences by having the chat linked below. So whether you're watching on your TV, tablet, or otherwise, you totally check it out there. And you're not missing out one way or another. Or you're trying not to. That's the goal, at least. All right. Need more of this stuff down here. Well, hopefully everybody out there is having a great night. I'm continuing the chunk by chunk adventure here in Minecraft and basically just making a farm, trying to see what we can do to make that happen. I'm just mining out this area here. I got to make sure that I protect it with torches so we're all good with that. And then from there, move the farm down, and then we can kind of start building on a house, or we can try to continue forging out the whole area that we're in, basically. Do you know that you can get Ender Dragon spawn egg when you use pick block? I did know that, but we're in this playthrough, we're not doing... we're probably not going to get to the egg and stuff, but... First time watching the stream series? Well, yeah, we're on day 7 right now. We've had a lot of chunks spawned in. We've continued out the world and basically had a lot of death. A lot of tanking of everything. But it's been fun. It's been a really fun experience playing along and like just seeing what we can do to really flesh out the world and all that, you know? Thank you very much for the kind words there, Mr. Aqua. Appreciate you being here and hanging out for so long. Definitely means the world. Still making awesome videos, live streams, and podcasts everywhere. I just got back from PAX East. So now we're continuing onward upward with some really cool things kicking in the next couple of weeks and months. Excited about that for sure. So thank you. Do I have enough diorite? Probably not. I'm going to just keep at it. Keep at it, make things happen. And there we go. Nope. That's the one downside of having all the torches in your other hand here is like you're just accidentally placing stuff constantly, you know? That's all that is. All right. So, Galaxy Movie inbound, Play Live inbound. What changed? What changed with what specifically? With the Minecraft world? With me specifically? With life specifically? The economy specifically? Twitch specifically? Your title? Oh, well, we can change basically whatever. What I want to change is kind of the surrounding area. So right now, I don't know why. Oh, because I gotta grab the water fountain over here. So this thing here, right? It's not really clickbait. But right here, right? You see all these water elevators over here? This is my way of basically navigating the whole area. And then eventually here, okay, yep, you got it. So you see, there's one long strip of chunks down this way. And then now we have these bridges going all the way down. If we're expanding the chunk left or right all the way down, then these bridges are going to kind of be irrelevant and get in the way. So we could remove all of these so we have a clean slate and then expand all the chunks and go for it that way. That's kind of the idea. But I don't know if that's exactly what we're going to do today. That can be what changes, meaning everything. We have enough resources to kind of make it possible, and I can kind of not die in the process. So we're also taking the farm from on the tippity top here, and we're going to make it on this section here. So that way we have our main base of operation, and we're rocking and rolling with that. So kind of everything's changing, at least a little bit. So, you know, the whole flow of everything can change basically very, very quickly here. So that's the plan, at least as of today and right now. There we go. All right. So now for dirt, basically all the dirt is going to be within this section right here. We're going to leave one block on the outer area here for the sake of making it look nice and clean within the chunk area. And then depending on what all the other chunks in the surrounding area look like, we can have it so we could, you know, have the rail system go like through the center. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but we kind of have flexibility here. But now that we're like actually fleshing out the base and making it look kind of nice, we have the freedom to do that, you know? So that's the idea. How often do you check your email? Literally every single day. So it is, I don't go days without checking the email. The email like gets checked all the time. Green Fan Studios, hello. Yeah, every single day, because there's always something. Especially now at this point, there's a lot of stuff that's like basically time sensitive, so you have to look at it every day. Or unless you're like out of office, and you know, which happens. Most out of office stuff, a lot of stuff doesn't happen middle of August in the last week of the year, between like December 20th through January 2nd, nothing is happening. And nobody, you like, if you're working on something, nothing is going to get done. So you can basically just like ignore your email. And then middle of August is when most people are taking their last minute vacations, like family and, you know, businesses and stuff. So nobody's really doing anything. So it's a good time to like reset, recoup, and do whatever, you know. So that's a pro gamer tip for you, for I don't know, whatever reason here. Green Fan Studios, hello, welcome. I don't know why I'm replanting these. I don't need to replant these. I don't need to replant these because I'm gonna move them down here. All right, so we're gonna do this and then this. There we go. Rest, and we'll be locked and loaded. Cool. All right. I'm not going to feed any of the chickens or do any of that right now. Just going to leave it and then be at peace with it. End of August, the end of the fiscal year. Is it really? Not that I would know that, because it doesn't seem as relevant for me. I don't think. Is that? Oh, it's just other stuff. Okay, it's fine. We run a tight ship here on Bob Inc. I guess we do. Kind of have to, right? Enough stuff going on. Oh! Did we get the taxes update already? We're working on it. We are officially working on it. We are working on it. $10.99 miscellaneous. Oh man. The $10.99 miscellaneous. Oh boy, actually, yeah, we'll just do this. Sure. Anybody got cool, interesting plans for the week other than the Mario Galaxy movie? I just assume everybody's going to see it here. Because you're just that excited for the movie, you know? Only this audience is unironically joke about the 1099s, right? Only this corner of the internet do we joke about taxes. I think I mentioned this before. I was in somebody's chat and they were asking their chat tips on like filing they're filing taxes on their own live stream. And I'm like, that's a bad idea. I don't know if I mentioned that publicly or I mentioned it to Kevin. Well, I already said it now, so whatever. But I was in somebody's chat and I saw them doing that. I'm like, that's a bad idea. Do you think Zebra Gamer would chat about miscellaneous income reporting? No. And it could explain a lot of things, Kevin. If I ever question why people aren't watching for one reason or another, it's probably because of that. That's probably the main reason. Is because nobody else who plays Minecraft would ever talk about their miscellaneous income sheets that they get. You know what I mean? Save this for the next Kickstarter Pit of Despair. Yeah, exactly. Right. Right, exactly. They always exist. They always exist, man. It's part of the admission to the whatever you want to call it. Pay your dues, basically. Gotta pay your dues somehow. Everybody does. Everybody does. Getting the McDonald's Mario Galaxy meal, massive W. Apparently the Galaxy movie will have much better plot than the first one, according to critics. Very nice. Nutty, hello. Doing good. We just got started with the chunk by chunk. We're taking down the farm from the top row here. We're going to make it as part of our growing pillar of awesome that we have over here. There's a Mario Galaxy meal. Well, there's a Mario Galaxy toys, actually. Not a meal. Wonder if Zebra's Google Analytics show a slow, steady rise of brand trending from your touch points. Need to finish my taxes? Yeah, you do, how he disappeared. Wonder if Zebra's Google Analytics show a steady rise of his brand trending from your touch points. No. No, Mr. Zebra Gamer is just generally more popular than me as of right now anyways. And that's for several thousand different reasons. Mostly because I'm bad at what I do. No, I'm not, actually. I can't be saying that about myself. We got to be positive and constructive. He focused entirely on videos in that time. And I have been side questing hardcore between all the different amazing projects like Pro Gamer's Guide and the Stand Up to Cancer charity fundraising and St. Jude and everything else. And whether it's side quest, you call it a side quest, a distraction, whatever, I don't know. I call it finding your way in life, you know? To be fair, he did YouTube for way longer so far. He did YouTube for way longer so far on one channel. I've been doing videos for just as long as him, just in different companies and outlets and stuff. So, yeah, we have similar time, but just not in the same capacity, basically. Okay. So basically what you want to do, I believe it's 5x5 to optimize for, you know, this stuff here. Am I actually going to pull that off? Who knows? Yeah, but that helps to build a fan base. Oh, for sure, to keep it consistent across one thing. Yeah, it's a gift and a curse. You know, that's one of the things that I would need I guess a powwow session on. Not like a Fireside Friday sort of a deal, but like I've thought about that. Like, you know, obviously I have a lot of this experience with a lot of different companies and brands and just all these different things. And most people who are successful and whatever, they mostly stay within one specific thing that they do, and they basically don't stop doing that. And then it's like, okay, well, should I have just done that from the beginning? Should I have not done all the... This is going to sound really stupid, but should I have not done all like the charity fundraising and all this other stuff? Should I just really have focused on the one thing and not divvy away from anything else? And, you know, I've obviously made the choices that I have, but I'm proud of all the things that have happened, you know? So, kind of wouldn't have it any other way. It's part of what makes me who I am and what makes all this so interesting. And for everybody that's tuned in so far, you know, it's been a really interesting ride, I'll say that, for sure. But that's just me thinking out loud here, you know? Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then repair that. Nope. How do I do my taxes, Mr. O'Brien? With a trained professional. Trained professional. Which is not me. Just so you know. It's definitely not me. I should probably make slabs out of these. Slabs. Slab all of this over here. That way I can actually walk across everything and it's not a big deal. There we go. There we go. Hopefully you guys can hear the music and it's fairly present there. But thank you so much for being here. But does it come with a good texture pack? No, I don't have a texture pack currently on just standard Minecraft. Kept it that way because I didn't find a texture pack I was totally in love with. Not right now, at least. But yeah, this is just a world mod. It is not a anything else mod. We're good to go here. Okay. Awesome. You know what? I don't like the torches being placed. I really don't. Oh, man. Kevin with the must answer question, but everything's borked, I guess. I don't know why. Anthony, hello. Kevin with our must answer question. If you were forced to start over from scratch today and had to focus on one thing only, what would it be and what would be your plan? Wow. If I had to restart from right this moment and focus on only one thing, you two can ask a must answer question with 10,000 channel points. It totally deters whatever we're talking about and focus on the exact question that we have. Better mods for sure. Thank you, Kevin, for the must answer question. But yeah, anybody can feel free to ask their own question if you want to. I'm very thankful to have the mods that I do have, because what we do here and the challenges that we face are unlike what most people deal with on Twitch or otherwise. And we have been through a lot. a lot of really interesting moments. And so, you know, and how we handle people and situations and personalities and stuff, right? So I'm really thankful that we have the crew that we do, you know. But if I had to focus on just one thing, yeah, there's a proof there. If I had to just focus on one thing, what would I focus on? If I had to focus on just one thing, you're making me really think here. I guess I would ask you guys that first, just to give ideas. Like, what is the thing you most enjoy from me? Is it Minecraft? Is it Pokemon? Is it Mario? Is it Fortnite? Is it whatever? If I had to start from the beginning to focus on only one thing, your handsome face. Ah! Flarking Fool, hello. Do you want from my bed into crypto early? Do you want, oh, I need to go to bed. Hold on, wait, pause, hold on. Hold on, this is gonna be real bad if I don't take care of this. Do you want what makes the most business sense or what I want to do? Those are two separate answers. Those are two very different answers. Like am I creating content because I enjoy it or because I'm trying to optimize what I do to bring in the most people? And you know, there's two different approaches, I guess. If you're starting over from scratch, you'd have to do the most logical business sense. I would focus on Minecraft and So you know that's not the right, that you can tell that's not the right answer, because as soon as I say that, I have a sinking feeling in my chest. Yeah, that's a scary thought. I would say Minecraft, because Minecraft gives you the most freedom to do the most within the systems they give you, and Minecraft really encourages people to create content and flesh out everything that that makes the game what it is. And it has a lot of versatility, which is why a lot of people like Roblox for a similar reason, because you can do a bunch of stuff with it. Fortnite, you can also do a bunch of stuff with it, but it doesn't grab me nearly as much as Minecraft does. In Minecraft, I've been playing since I was a kid, legit. And so that would be the core focus for me. We're gonna do this. Sorry, guys. Has to happen. I would start from Minecraft. Welcome back, Renova. I would do Minecraft, and basically what I would do is build a business essentially all around Minecraft. So it would be, you know, releasing mod packs and games and experiences and whatever, because of all of the games that have ever existed that have the ability to do so much with it, that are so friendly in terms of like making content and just an overall experience, it's Minecraft by far. You know, you even see as of recently, Epic Games has laid off 1,000 people because of a downturn in overall Fortnite engagement, where Minecraft has always had this very, in my opinion, very consistent, rock solid foundation. You also have, like with Roblox, for example, a lot of really, I'll put it this way, not so great things that are happening in Roblox. We're putting it that way for the sake of it. Really, there's no water there. Interesting. And that would be really concerning for me if I were a Roblox creator, and I would be very alarmed yeah, it's a very nice way of putting it. I'd be very alarmed long-term at what that would mean for like my content and stuff. If I were a Roblox specific creator. So Minecraft would be it. With my knowledge of like what I know resonates with people with like storytelling and stuff, I would create packs and commission people and build out a team that could like, you know, make all these different experiences and make it really cool and fun and enjoyable with a level of polish that may not exist right now in the same way otherwise. And man, it's just, I can feel my soul dropping with me saying that because it sounds very cold and calculated. That would be the business decision. That would be that. But what I know at the end of the day, and the reason why I do what I do, and I do it the way that I do it, the ultimate thing that I'm the best at, regardless of videos and live streams and, you know, podcasts and blah, 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 the number one thing that I'm good at is bringing people together. That has been the number one constant across all of the projects that I've done. And that skill, that ability to do that is not taught to you in a marketing class. It is kind of embedded in your soul. And it is my duty as a person to pursue that at all costs, because that skill is what separates me from a lot of people that are out there. And that is, it's literally priceless. The ability to do that is priceless. And so whatever form it takes, whether it's charity or if it's me making my own videos or something else, I don't know. And the other constant that has happened in my life is not just being a, we just gonna ignore that you Lion King that chicken? Yep. The other constant is, despite all of the places that I've been and companies that I've worked for or whatever, the constant has been me and betting on myself and betting on myself in the biggest ways that I can. And right now, do we have hundreds of people watching on YouTube and Twitch combined? No. Do we have thousands? No. I don't care how many people are watching. We don't have 20,000 people watching every single video I put out. There's a million things that we don't have. And I would rather focus on the things that we do have. And I know that no matter what, like, even on the days where I think like, man, I don't have it all figured out, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to figure it out. I think like this is a waste of time and I need to give up and I need to, you know, get a job. As like, it makes me want to cry saying that, because I know that's not what I want. And that's not what's going to work. I know at the end of the day that it is all going to work out. It is all going to get figured out and things are going to be awesome. And why am I crying? Why am I like getting like that? I know for a fact. And that is what I need to keep listening to, and not all of the other reasons why I should or should not do something. And that is not to be ignored. And there's a million reasons why I shouldn't be doing this thing or that thing. There's a million people that are doing it bigger and better than me, and I don't really care about them. I care about what we're doing here. I care about how I feel, how we feel together. Thank you for updating our banking online service agreement. Bank of America, appreciate you very much. And keep relying on that gut instinct that I have that tells me like, yep, you're on the right track. And all of the most successful people that I idolize in life, they also feel the same way. And I would rather listen to the people that have done it and inspire me than some guru or some clown or some snake oil salesman or woman or somebody that claims they have it figured out and someone who's just trying to sell me a course or a product to make themselves feel better because they don't have it figured out. They have no idea what they're talking about. And there's a lot of people here that they're only here for a season. They're only here for a year or two to make their money and leave. And if there's anything that you need to know about me, is that is not me. I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. Good, bad, triumphant, failures, all of it. And all of that experience in life makes you a more well-rounded person. And there, hold on. I'm not gonna cry. There's a quote that I have on the door from, it's actually from Joe Obro. I don't know where he pulled it from, but he commented on one of my videos a while ago. And the quote is something like, I'm just gonna read it. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. I literally have this taped to my office door. It says, I'm not gonna cry. Everybody in the world that wants to be successful needs to try hard during hard times of becoming successful. And as easy as it would be to drop everything else and, you know, not spearhead a team raising $325,000 for cancer research and changing the lives of kids to, you know, read about what it means to do what I do and lead it in a healthier, more professional way and take care of yourself in the process through the books. And, you know, I could never work with Kevin ever again and, like, you know, get some person on Fiverr to make my emotes or have AI do it because it's cheaper and easier and more business effective. Where's the fun in any of that? Where's the fun in any of that? It's not relevant. That's not what makes any of this special. That's not what's made it special since day one. And I need to keep on whatever this path is and know full force that I'll figure it out. And so, as easy as it would be to restart and to try something, you know, whatever, that is not it. And you know, I'm not if I wanted to make just a boatload of cash and call it a day, I could get a job down at WGBH. They have an open role for a content creator that I saw pop up on LinkedIn, and they're start, like, the salary for what I would get would be like $86,000 to be a content creator, to literally just be a content creator, just to take all my experience and do it for them. And I'm just gonna continue betting on myself because that's the only constant I've ever had in life, and I'm not deterring from that. So thank you for the must answer question, Kevin. Thank you for the must answer question. I appreciate it, sir. You got a good one out of there, man. You got a real good one. Real good one. All right, so we got all of the all those there. All the wheat. Much better than the lulls? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And the people that are here for, like, the live streams and stuff, you know, this is where you see it in the moment. You know what I mean? This is like the core. This is the core. And then, you know I haven't made as many videos, nearly as many videos as I have recently, and, you know, also in the past year I've taken a lot better care of myself and stuff, you know? And I never have before. And so now that I'm getting more rest, and I feel better now, like I said, than ever before. And I keep feeling better every day. So imagine what happens and what we can do. We've already done so much as a community and as people, but imagine what we can do with even more. And so that's where things are going. Cool with the resub for 32 months. Thank you. And you look better than you ever have before. Stop it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We could stand to add a second level to this thing. Glad you're getting better. Thank you. Yeah, you know, health, like losing weight and stuff, honestly was never a priority for me until recently. And it wasn't because of health concerns. It was just waking up and being like, man, I'm sick of this. So I got to really do something about it. You know what I mean? So we're getting there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, second time I ever met you, you had to start from scratch. It's happened, and look where you're at now. It's true. That's true. And the constant from that point to now is, yeah, just continuing to bet on myself and, you know, how things have evolved. Some things have stayed the same, but a lot of things have evolved too. So, you know, that's what we want to see. It's what we want to do, you know? So yeah, we just had a very emotionally packed in must answer question from Kevin. For those that may just be tuning in right now. We haven't died in a long time. Shout out to not dying, by the way. Massive shout out to not dying. I gotta get back to making videos. I know I keep saying that. But I've literally been... Just wait till Wednesday. So, you just jinxed it. Notice around your chicken coop there seems to be a lot of bird poop. Is that on purpose? Yes. Yo, Brian, how you doing? I'm doing good. I nearly just cried. But a good cry. It was not a bad cry, a good cry. Sometimes you just need a good cry, you know? Or a good borderline cry, I guess. I can remember my poster from 4th grade in a classroom that read, good, better, best, never rest till your good is better and your better is best. Exactly. And like it was RC Spaceport that asked me, you know, who do you look up to as a content creator? Or like other content creators in the space. And like, I look up to the people that have already done it. Like, you know, like Conan O'Brien to me is one of the people that I look at as like, okay, you know, very entertaining, very like consistently pushing forward through all these different adversities, and you know, from Boston and like just all this stuff, you know. And holy chicken's Batman. And yeah, you know, Mike, but doing okay. We're hanging in there. I should probably move this thing, right? The kind of cry we don't like is that when we get the onions in our eye. That's mildly unpleasant. Mildly is an understatement, actually. What I'm going to do is to make this more interesting, I'm going to put the carrots and the tomatoes on separate levels. So that's the highest this thing is going to go. Now we're going to put another level beneath it where we're going to have the potatoes. That's probably what I'm thinking, just for the sake of having that there. So we need, let's see. It'd be actually a little bit difficult to do this because of the way things are articulated here. Still space in the chicken coop, not enough chickens. Okay, well, but if I get any further, I'm gonna lag it out. It's gonna be a big issue. Big issue. So we'll see. I kind of, dude, if we could put iron in there, that'd be great. It'd be real awesome. It'd be real awesome if we could. All right, nothing in here. Anything in here? Nope. We'll do... I guess we can just keep using the bucket. What's with the army of chickens? Dude, I need food. Y'all keep asking me about these chickens as if I don't need food. Like, sorry. It's gotta happen, dude. It's gotta happen. Oh, actually, we need the water for over here. I need this for the food, dude. 1, 2, 3. I think it's 4. Well, actually, hold on. There is going to be a 2 levels between us. So I'm gonna cover this up here because there's gonna be lights underneath here. So that's covered, right? 1, 2. Nope. Come on. Come on. Come on. Also, with me being better, 1, 2, 3, 4. With me being better, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then ground floor. Good. I'm also better at my job, dude. I'm also more entertaining now than I was back then. Dude, I look back at some of the old videos, and I'm like, man, I sound just like very sad. And like, maybe I was, but like, you know, now I sound way better. I sound way more enthused about life. Because I am. It's because I objectively am. You know? In your reverse. I think a lot of the adults can see it, but anyways. Old Brian was still peak? Definitely not. If I listen, there's gotta be a couple not documentaries. You know, a couple years before we get that story, but anyways. Then you'll know. But, you know. It's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. How far down does it go? To bedrock. So chunks all go down to bedrock. And we're going to make basically a tower that is on the same level or a little bit lower than what we have for what I want for the base, at least. And, you know, just see what we can make happen, you know? Okay. There's nothing in here, right? Just kidding. There's water. Drink some water. The void has killed him several times. True. I have died by my own affliction multiple times. Well, you know what? We never give up. We never give up. Just as y'all can never give up as well. I know some days it seems really difficult. I know that. I know that for sure. Been there, done that. You know, we never fully get rid of that. But we got to keep trying. Every day, no matter what the world is like, we got to put ourselves out there. We got to push. We got to push the boundaries. We got to put ourselves out there. We got to find our people. We got to make the magic happen. Right, Danny? We got to make the magic happen. The Magic of Panda Express, not sponsored. The Magic of Panda Express. You pushed a boundary today. It better be a serious boundary, Danny. Don't make a joke. Don't say that you got chicken crab rangoons at Panda Express. It better be something actually of substance. We're having a nice emotional moment here, Danny. Make it a nice emotional moment. What'd you do? What did you do to push the boundary? What a wubbity hubbity. I did 12 miles. W. That's what we want to hear. Look at that. Don't ruin the vibe. Danny's like, I got a regular Coca-Cola instead of a diet one today. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa! Maybe use slabs under the dirt to make the diorite go further? No, because the water will leak onto the chickens, and I don't even want that. I want it like solid. I don't even drink diet? Man, you're a pro gamer, dude. Top 5, like, okay, I don't have any addictions in life, okay? I'm not addicted to Legos. I'm not addicted to gaming, right? I'm boring. I'm keeping my aspartame addiction. I'm keeping it. If that's the thing, if that's my thing, so be it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Danny? Use a block under the water? No. I'm going to not do that just to spite you. Maybe? Real pro gamers only drink battery acid. Any battery acid in chat? Any battery acid? That's what they should call me, Battery Acid O'Brien. Mountain Dew be like, yo. Thanks for the bits, Bobo. The Ooze. Rebrand coming soon. Battery Acid O'Brien. How you doing today, Danny? How do you run 12 miles? Well, I mean, you're in shape. If I run 12 miles, you got to call the EMT, brother. I ain't doing that. We need a little troll to run across the screen. We could set up a bid goal and then have it be another commission from John. It can't be a troll. We got to do something else. We got to make it like a unique kind of a thing. You know. Can you guys hear the music? Hopefully you can. Yes? Okay, good. Not too overpowering, right? Hopefully not. Part of doing a 10-miler for Disney in a few weeks? Dude. Dude, the heat? The heat? Dude, be careful. Just be careful, dude. Like, that sounds great on paper. The heat, brother. Man. You are stronger than me. It's in the early morning. Nah, but still. the humidity and stuff, you are braver than me, dude. No way. 0% chance. All the Disney runs are like 5 in the morning. It must be really nice, though, going around the castle and stuff. But you go all around the whole property, actually. It must be really cool. Make sure you carbo load with the fettuccine, dude. Some nice heavy cream fettuccine. That's what all the pro gamers do, dude. Man, do you know when the last time I had fettuccine Alfredo was? I couldn't even tell you, dude. Fettuccine Alfredo. Duh. Actually, no. It makes you sick to your stomach. You could not be running 3 miles and get you sick to your stomach, man. You already get your reservation ready? Awesome. Proud of you. That's what we did last week for dinner. Good for you. Hot weather's terrible, as he says while carrying a bucket of lava with his bare hands. True. Hypocrite O'Brien is also my username. Hypocrite O'Brien. This week I have my taco bowls again. I have 93% lean beef with some Spanish rice. 18 months from Millennium Akuma Matata. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. Thank you for the 18 months at Tier 1. Hopefully you're doing well, man. Thank you for being here. Did a 10K, 6 miles, in Disneyland last year. This year is 10 miles, and the plan to do a half marathon. Yeah, 13 miles, so incrementally increasing the distance. So when I do my walk, I'll do 3 1/3 miles, and I'll do that in less than an hour. So how far am I off from like a 10K without it being like a ridiculous burden? You know, like I feel like eventually I could do a 10K. Maybe eventually I could do a 10K. But I'm not going for time either, you know. I thought this level was the floor. Yes, it is. So the floor. No, let me double check. Let me double check. Hold on. One, two, three, 4.
Bye for now.
Oh, you might be right. I can't do this stuff while I'm live streaming. I'm so caught off guard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you're right. Well, no, this will be covered up. This is covered up. Right? Yeah, this is covered. And so this being the floor, yeah, I got that right. Then gates will be here. You say you want to do a 5K or a 10K? So if I can do 3.3 miles in less than an hour. So that would mean a 10K because that's 6 miles. Like how much more would I have to work up to do a 10K where it's not like overly exhausting? Like if it takes me, yeah, you're already walking 3 miles, that's a 5K. Okay, right. So for a 10, I would basically have to, I mean, I'm doubling it easily, but it takes me an hour 45 to, like, do they give you a time limit? Basically what I'm trying to say. Does Disney or whoever give you a time limit for doing the amount that you want? Because I can do a 10K in 2 hours, technically, I think. And is that okay if I did that, basically, is what I'm trying to ask. Not that I'm doing that. I think the heat would kick my butt, man. I mean, I can do it, but... Brian, if you're doing a Disney 10K, you need to be faster than the balloon ladies. The balloon ladies? There's balloon ladies. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not the balloon ladies. I don't know about these balloon ladies. Millennium knows what's up. You should train for more miles in any case. Yes. So normally I think it's 7,000 steps for 3.3 miles. So ideally I want to get to the point where I'm doing 10,000 steps in one go, no matter what. But that would require me to walk the track that I do fully twice. And I haven't done that. Because normally it just takes a long time, like an hour and a half, you know, and I got other stuff I got to do, basically. So, not that obviously doing it is a bad thing. It just takes a while. We should do a walk along in Discord. That's kind of what I wanted the 100 miles against cancer to be last year. And then it wasn't. But like Isabella's brought up before, doing like a Brick City fitness challenge and something before. I think that'd be really cool. Like, that'd be a nice communal event for the summertime. We can do that in, like, June. Right now, June and July. That'd probably be kind of cool, actually. You walk it at your own pace, you'll be fine. Okay, cool to know, Denny. Thank you. Yo, I'm back. Sorry, I've been tuning in. It's my favorite game. You got to be here, my guy. But thank you very much. Actually, so just so you know, Kevin asked a must-answer question earlier. I don't know if you ever know this, Joe. But I'm assuming you're Joe O'Bro on YouTube as well. So you left a comment on one of my videos. I forget which one. But I literally read this quote out loud because I have this taped to the door of my office. And it's your comment. That everybody in the world that wants to be successful needs to try hard during hard times of being successful. I literally have this taped to my door. So, just so you know. I see it literally every day when I start doing anything. That's what I see. Talking about being hot now and talking about... For Disney, it's going to be hot. For Disney, not in Massachusetts. Not in Massachusetts. It's not going to be like that. I don't know where Joe got it from. I don't think this might have been from Abraham Lincoln. Who knows? But the quote is, everybody in the world that wants to be successful needs to try hard during hard times of becoming successful. So it's not, you know, it's a little bit of a word salad, kinda. Maybe that's the original quote, maybe it's not. But the point is I have it taped to the door, and it inspires me. So we're rolling with it. No, I'm not gonna do Disney in June. I'm not insane. No way. That's a Danny Fandom's ordeal. That's not me, dude. No way. Actually, I should wait for these babies to grow up. No. I have no plans on going to Disney in the summer. Unless it be GCX, and that's even a Universal, so no. I'll get rid of these chickens. Or... Mr. Aqua, have a good night. They've escaped? Yeah, but there's only a couple of them. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. When is the busiest season to go to Disney, specifically Galaxy's Edge? April vacation, which is right now, aka spring break. You can basically look at two things when the Premier Pass sells out and general wait time. So if you look online, there are different websites that tell you like, oh, these are generally the busiest times of the year. And if a park is busy, then that means that Galaxy's Edge is going to be busy. So it's not like it's going to be in Hollywood Studios or it's going to be in Disneyland. Actually, Zach would be a great person to ask. He just got back from Disney. That man goes to Disneyland more than I go to the bathroom. I don't know how he does it, dude. Dude, like, it's 17 times a year. I don't understand. I have no idea. I have no clue. I don't know how bro does it. I don't know how he does it. So Galaxy's Edge is only California? No, it's in Orlando as well. But depending on which one you want to go to, they're both going to be equally long for different reasons, you know. It's awesome advice. I pinned that on when your 24/7 Minecraft stream crashed, and look at it now. It's back up and running. Good job. I live by that advice every day. Yeah, and I think it's great advice, and it applies to literally everything. I looked at that quote, like particular times. Like if I'm having a bad day, like especially during a live stream when something goes wrong, that's when I'm most like, what am I doing with my life? You know? And it's not anybody here's fault. It's mostly tech issues. And like we've tried a lot of really ambitious stuff, you know? Stuff that like nobody else tries. And so it's easy to give up. It's easy to like not try or to not whatever, but that's not what I do. It's not what we do. Did you guys ever officially sunset Z&B? I mean, we didn't officially sunset it, but we haven't like we've talked about it briefly here and there, but I haven't had an actual discussion with Zach publicly about it. But given just to do a weekly podcast, like you're asking, I think, two of the busiest people at this time, you know, to do it, and y'all are too busy. I think so. That's like asking Nick to do a podcast every week, and it's like, no, it's certainly not going to happen. Certainly not going to happen for a multitude of reasons. For a lot of reasons. Lots and lots and lots of reasons. Brian, what are you going to do with your chicken army? I'm going to eat them. Have a good night, Joe. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making me cry. How many people can say that? I made Brickfield Brian cry. I made Brickfield Brian cry. Is my voice gone? It might be gone a little bit from PAX. Dang. I can say it. It was all that raving you did. Yeah, right. I was not, okay. Trust me, I was not partying hardcore at that rave. It was weird. There was cameras everywhere. I'm like, this is not... Like, the people that are gonna like, party, rave, they are not gonna have, like, they are not gonna do that with cameras everywhere, man. Come on. You're asking people to get crunk and there's cameras everywhere? No way. You can have an ice cream sandwich and then for dessert and then walk 2K? Go for it, dude. Just, you know, pace yourself. Mixer networking nacho. No, there was no nachos. There were deli sandwiches in the VIP area, which was an odd choice. Like, half of them got eaten. Like, they were like fancier deli sandwiches, but they were still deli sandwiches. I'm like, this is a little weird. I think this is weird. Yeah, that was all that was there. There were vegan options. So, you know, you should have gone with nachos. I wasn't planning the event. There's a whole Boston Twitch committee that plans it. I'm not involved in any of that, which is kind of surprising that I'm not. I wasn't even in the Discord server until after the thing happened. They should have had nachos. Yeah, but they don't care about nachos. They don't care about that. I think the people that run it, I don't know if any of them are partners that they would know about the partner nachos. The chickens. The chickens. I was just thinking you need a new you need a new committee to sit on. You need to you need to do another thing, Brian. You thought about adding another thing to your Have you thought about adding another thing to your plate for you to be involved in? Have you thought about delaying those Minecraft videos even longer so you can sit on the committees for Twitch Boston 2025, 2055? Brian, can you please help plan the Twitch Boston meetup events instead of playing Fortnite? Please? Please, can you do that? Brian, I know you really want to host that next iteration of late night TV, but we need to ensure there's nachos at this rave. Say less. Say less. Say less. We need to ensure there's nachos at this rave. Please submit your query through the Discord tickets. Please. I was thinking you need another committee to sit on. Dude, if I ever retire, dude, there's no way. All the committees, dude, I would, if I had like a traditional background, dude, I would totally be one of those people that's like busybody. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get involved in all the activities. Like, for what? Like, just keep yourself busy? Come on, what are you doing? That'd totally be me. Can you become the CEO of Vault-Tec? We need you, bro. We need you, bro. Oh, that's too funny. All right, so we're gonna get the nachos. We're gonna get the nachos for next year. It's gonna be great. No more videos, guys. We're giving up on Pro Gamer's Guide too, so I can make sure those nachos are at the rave. Oh man, imagine. That'd be awful. They need baked beans and Dorito nachos, dude. Doritos Locos Nachos. Baked beans and Dunkin' Donuts at the rave. Dude, that'd be a baller rave, to be fair. That'd be kind of baller. That'd be amazing. I'm so in. So in. Those floors would be so sticky. Awooga. Awooga. Dan, hello. We're just talking about sticky floors. I was thinking you need another committee to sit on. Oh, man. Too close to home on that one, eh? Too close to home. We'll do this. Want to submit an entry? Got the chili, tortilla chips, and the chicken nuggets. There we go. There we go, RC. That's wonderful. Amazing. Why would you need that? I'm too busy for a weekly podcast. Next breath. Why am I not on this planning committee? Oh, it's so bad. So bad. It's so bad. Sorry, Zach. Can't do ZMB. I'm too busy getting these nachos for the rave.
Bye for now.
Nachos for the rave. Let me go to Zach. Let him know. I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I gotta get the rave nachos. Oh, man. Oh, okay, cool. So bad. So bad. All right, so we're hatching chickens, and we're going to make the tapado area underneath where the chickens are. And then, well, we can probably afford to have second... Yeah, I'll mix the potatoes and carrots. We don't need multiple. The wheat is useful for other stuff and the seeds and stuff, but... And I'm not going to automate stuff either. I'm just going to leave it and be whatever, you know? I need more chickens. My friend needs a job reference, that's why. You need a warden? In life or in Minecraft? Or yes? Oh, no, 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 no. RC's gonna get the greatest clip of Zach being like, listen. Be nice to the chickens clucking around. Hello, welcome. What is that badge? Oh, you're 5 years as Twitch staff. I've never seen that badge before. I have never seen that badge on Twitch. Wow. That's really cool. Is that new? Also, welcome, Andrew. Breaking Together renamed themselves to Clucking Around because they got chickens and they're posting about it on social media. I think that just came out. Wow, look at that. We got some world premiere Twitch goodies there. Happy Monday, sir. Thanks for stopping in. That's very cool. It's a good way to recognize people too. Fancy. Dude, people are gonna get even more nervous when Twitch staff show up and they're like, oh, they've been around for a while. Whoa. 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 I can't. I gotta make sure I'm on my best behavior now. Whoa. Whoa. Fans. Is that your emote? Yeah, it is. Dang, you get the whole rebrand going, dude. Well, that's cool. We graciously await your return. Whenever that may be. Too bad I'm doing what I gotta do to these chickens here. Sorry. 420. 420. Spend. It'd be hilarious if the lava spawned right now and like just had a field day with this chicken. Come on. Come on. Come on. No! Dang it. That would have been funny. That'd have been real funny. La 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 lava. Che 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 che. Okay. But thanks for stopping in, dude. All right, so I need more dirt. We were just talking about life and, you know, all the things happening. Basically, a very nice, good day today, you know? Now, Bjorn will sing it for the rest of the night. Yeah, you're welcome. How much free time Brian had? How much free time Brian had? What? You feeling good? I'm feeling good, and well, I mean, I'm feeling better by the day. You know, I've been talking about how I've been really taking a lot of strides to improve life overall, and I'm feeling better by the day on just a lot of different fronts. I was saying to Beth earlier, I'm feeling a little bit of, you know, sometimes, I mean, there's good and bad days, and what makes a good day versus a bad day and all that, but right. Yeah, we were also talking about me needing a new committee to be part of because my schedule isn't packed enough. But no, I think I'm feeling pretty good. I'm optimistic about the future, and you know, seeing where life takes me. You know, got to keep on pushing forward with a positive attitude. No comment from Zach. That's a great one. Glad to hear it. It's never easy. Very true. We got to make the best of it that we can. And remaining positive has been a big thing for me in the recent years. You know, cynicism hasn't gotten me anywhere. And I maintain that. So whatever that means for anybody out there. Not to have foolish optimism. You know, you got to be real at some points too, right? But being a negative Nancy for no reason certainly doesn't help you out either. Still building that foundation? Yeah, I mean, I'd like to think I'm not building the foundation and I'm a lot further than whatever, but whatever stage I'm at, that's where we're at. And life is long. The journey of life is long in of itself. But Ace showed up at the same time, so you know how that... Oh, yes, I do know how that goes. I do know how that goes. Yes. For sure. He was like, who? No, I just talked to Zach literally right before live stream. No, I think Zach really wants to do the podcast, and like I like doing the podcast as well. It's just time and, you know, doing it consistently. If we want to make a thing of it, then doing that consistently is the biggest thing. And that's doing that consistently is one thing, but then we can collaborate and do other stuff too. Like, it's not just a one-shot deal, you know? Hold on. There we go. Foundation takes the longest, especially who will grow as someone as high as you can. Hey, thank you. I mean, I was mentioning this earlier, like, and actually RC asked this must answer question not too long ago. Well, like, what other content creators do I look up to and things like that? But I really look to the people that have done it and done it exceptionally well. And that's like my basis for what I want to do and how I want to go about doing it. And, you know, it's not an easy process. It's not a quick process. And, you know, just understanding that is really half of it, more than half of it. So I guess I can do this up here. So just understanding that and building little bit by little bit, brick by brick. And yeah, and on that same note as well, Wednesday, it is April Fool's Day, but I promise you it's not me memeing around. There will be announcements and things to look forward to as well. So be here early on Wednesday. We're going to be building the Luigi with Mach 8 cart. And I promise you I'm 100% serious. It's not memes. But we'll have some announcements. That'll be good. All trust was lost. All trust was lost. When you go off and forget about us, can you please share? Please just have someone throw up the stream for fishing, please and thank you. Top 5 things I won't do is forget the people that have gotten me to where I'm at. In general, not even today or whatever. I need you. Okay. Spoiler alert, Brian is going to announce that he is going to travel to my place and muck chicken poop with me for content. You know, the original pitch, Andrew, was candy, and I was a lot more on board. I was a lot more on board for that one, you know what I mean? I was significantly more on board. I've deviated some. Really, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. I'm having a hard time trusting you and Nick on the first with both of your announcements. You think whatever you want to think. The truth always comes out when live. You think whatever you want to think, Lindsay. I have no comment. But still have that popcorn machine? Oh, now you got me with the popcorn machine. Now you got me. Now you got me. I'm a sucker for popcorn. Put that flavacol into my veins. I trusted you before and got a poster for it for that meme moment. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh well, it's fine. So chop down this tree. I want to get rid of that so I can have the clear water elevator up. This place looks like a disaster, man. Looks real bad. I wonder if Kevin knows the plan. Does he know what the announcement is? Rural King has a popcorn that I had lunch for the other day. Yeah, I haven't dived into specialty popcorn. I feel like that's a different rabbit hole. I'm sticking to my standard. Oh, that creeper just fell. Holy mackerel, dude! Oh no! Whoops! I thought I could get away with it. Whoops! I was just being foolish about it. I was being foolish about it. I know. Don't remind me. We don't do anything with the levels anyways. I could have literally just gone under this thing here. Wow, I'm really bad at this game. I literally could have just went right here and then boop, to be done. Literally, that's all it needed to be. I am what they call a Goomba in a cake. Big ol' Goomba. Whoops. Okay. It tastes just like movie theater popcorn and it's fresh too. Ooh. Now you got me. Now you got me. Coarse dirt we can use, yeah? Look how far you've come for that Goomba on a cake. Real Mario minifigs. Yeah, man. If we can get real Mario minifigs, anything's possible. So excited for popcorn on Saturday? Yeah. Yeah. They better have that fresh popcorn. I'm going to that midnight showing. They better have that fresh popcorn, dude. Fresh popcorn. That's what I want. Are they going to be smart figs? So actually, upon looking at the digital renders of the Star Wars smart brick sets, they don't have the safety information on the sides. So the Mario figs could be digital figs, according to what Lego would advertise. Now, do I care? No. I'm just happy to get them in general. I don't personally care. I don't care at all. But I know some people will. No more smart figs? I mean, if they were doing it, they'd already be made. So, I don't know, man. What's happened in this stream? Well, I just died. So that's not good. Really? Clay doesn't work. Wow. I also had a really nice must answer question. We've relocated the farm from the top of our area all the way down to the bottom, and we're making another row for the potatoes and carrots. And then eventually we'll need another one for the watermelon and pumpkin when, I don't know when that could possibly happen, but that's also on the list of things to do. But I died to an Enderman, being foolish with that. How many times will you see the new movie in theaters? So I have my showing at 12:01 midnight. I have one in IMAX on Thursday. RC, hello. St. Jude / Tiltify is offering to host a... Why did you raid me? I'm supposed to raid you, you Goomba and a cake. Rating in with the party at 90 at Zach M. Rutledge. You got Lil Giggles clucking around back over here. RC Spaceport Hagar. Raven and more, thank you for the follow and welcome in, Raiders. My name is Brian Saviano, aka Bricks O'Brien. I am the #1 live streamer on the internet besides Zach M. Rutledge. Thank you so much for rating it and saying hello. I do not nearly love Disneyland as much as Zach does, but I do appreciate y'all being part of this here. I'm playing Minecraft. We're making a multi-layer farm for the chickens, the wheat, and now the potatoes down toward that way. So you're rating it at a good time. Thank you so much. Why did you raid me? There's so many better people to raid. Also, Zach, we can't do the podcast because I gotta provide nachos to Rave. I think RC Spaceport said that. Viz, thank you for the follow. So we're not doing the podcast. I have to provide Rave nachos, not partner nachos. Rave nachos. Rave nachos. Just so you know. He ignored me. He's too busy thinking about those churros. The pretzels. I would be too. Okay, we got 18. We need more than that. I already thought I was, though. That's okay. Listen, we're still missing some quality content without that podcast. We are. There is definitely a need for it. But we're just too busy getting those nachos for the ravers. So, for those who don't know, my name is Brian. I am a full-time content creator across all platforms, including here on Twitch, where y'all just rated in from. I am somebody who plays Minecraft, plays Super Mario, Pokemon, whatever, basically any and all things that bring me joy in life. I share it with all of my amazing people here. So your name is Brian, I know, right? Dude, some people call me Bricks. Some people call me, they'll see my username and they'll still call me Bricks. That's how you know they're a real Twitch streamer. When they don't read my name. Because I literally put my name and my username so you remember my actual name along with my username, and people still say, well, Brain is a misspell, but intentionally not reading the full name and just going with Bricks. When clearly my name is Brian, in Bricks O'Brien. But anyways, whatever. So yeah, today we're playing Minecraft, where the world is generated chunk by chunk, which means section by section the world gets filled in. So we have a section down over toward this way that you see here. This is where our farm is going to be. Our house is going to be on the top over here. Currently, it's inside the mountain, and we're just chugging away at what else we got. So thank you very much for rating in, Zach. I know you got to rate and run, do whatever you got to do. Your people are entrusted in good hands, or perhaps the worst hands, but hands nonetheless. So thank you. Hi, Bricks. What were you streaming, Bricks? Were you streaming Legos? Legos? I'm going to be building Legos on Wednesday with the Luigi Kart Plus Mach 8. And we're going to be taking a look at that, seeing what is happening there, streaming Jenga, right? And that'll be a good build. Nick got the build done in like 4.5 hours, so maybe I can get the build done in the same amount of time, barring any distractions. So we'll see. We shall see. But until then, we're going to be grabbing some dirt from all the way up top here and making this happen. So again, thank you for the raid. We're going to be basically finishing this thing off. Hopefully be good to go. Right? I just got back from PAX East, the Penny Arcade Expo over in Boston, Massachusetts. If anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, or otherwise about PAX and whatever is cooking with that, you let me know. It's been a great experience going to hang out at the Boston Convention Expo Center all weekend long with some cool people, meeting new people, hanging out with my friends, and all of that. So miss the Wednesday Lego stream because I'll be watching the Mario movie. Well, that's a great reason to miss it. You can always catch a replay as I'm live streaming on YouTube as well. You'll catch the full video back afterward. How is PAX East? You didn't even need to fly. That's the best part about it. I was saying earlier, it was good. I went on Thursday for the full day of the convention. I know you can't see anything. Sorry, I'm going to get out of here in just a hot second. I went Thursday, full day, got to experience the convention floor. Got to make a lot of really cool connections, which we'll talk about in a little while. Glow fly there. Not an actual... That's fine. Not a bee, unfortunately. And so I did buy art. I was mentioning that earlier. I bought a print from somebody on the show floor. Thank you for the follow. Anonymous follows are on, so feel free to say something in the chat or lurk at your own discretion. And I didn't attend any panels or anything. Came over with the raid, but lurk and chop you tree. Thank you very much for following and hello. What else did I do? I took enough footage to do a reel on the Nintendo booth, which I haven't obviously done yet. I got to get my Mario movie stuff posted first, because that's a little more time sensitive in its own way. I was saying before, it's less of like a professional networking event kind of a deal. It's really amazing if you are a fan of video games. You want to just play indie games and board games, tabletop, trading card, you know, whatever. You hang out with your friends for the weekend and have a wonderful time, you know, doing whatever. That it ends up being a great experience. It's not an industry event, so it's not one where I'm necessarily going to build the most crazy business connections, but that's not what every event needs to be about. But going into PAX with an open mind is your #1 way to enjoy PAX. That's where I have found the most success with the... holy mackerel, what happened? What was that? Whoa. The skeleton shot up and down, dude? Crazy. So yeah, you should really go into any event with an open mind, but especially PAX. That is one that deserves an open mind especially. But yeah, other than that, it was a lot of fun. I went to a Logitech after party, didn't know anybody, didn't really talk to anybody. And then the other party that I went to, which, you know, both of these were supposed to be networking events. But the other party I went to was based around a rave, which is what we were talking about before, of me getting on the planning committee for the Twitch Boston stuff. Not that they would even want me, but even if I did, you know, me filling more of my time with other stuff so I can get partner nachos at the rave, ready to rock and roll. So clearly that is not what I should be doing, you know. But anyways. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, well, it's fine. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do this for right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, the chickens are loud. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is also where the water is going to go beneath me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, technically, yeah, I'm seeing the movie tomorrow. I didn't realize that. It's not really. It's technically Wednesday at 12:01 a.m. But yeah, I will take a nap or something before the movie. I took like a 20-minute power nap earlier today, you know. Love Minecraft too, just a little busy. TNT mining works in 3, torches work in 4. It's mad. Yeah, I mean, so we're doing chunk by chunk over here. So I have no idea how you're doing what you're doing. Like, all the power to you, basically. All the power to you. Limited resources. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I basically just got to dig right beneath me here. So this one. And then this one. I can just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. This isn't spaced perfectly for the water, but who cares? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Limited resources. I need more diorite. Holy chickens, Batman. Holy chickens. Was a lot of stuff for Darwin's Paradox at PAX East. I can't recall. Super Shine, welcome. Hello. There's a lot of indie games. Apparently, some people were saying there was the most amount of booths this year compared to any other year of PAX. I don't know if I believe that, but some people were saying it. Some people, so there's a Facebook group that I've been part of for years. I don't engage in it, but I just see people post stuff, and they got very defensive about PAX. And because the general gaming public would look at the PAX East show floor and be like, oh, there's not really anything to do here. Because there's not big announcements and stuff that people, I think, the general public looks for, you know? And so there's some people that were just uber defensive about that sort of stuff. Whoa, you know? Just play standard Minecraft. Need to share my world one day. Sorry, though. Need to lurk. I'll be back. No problem. Thank you very much for saying hello once again. That one chicken fathered a lot of chickens. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Oh, I got to go down by one more, actually. This way. One. Before open here. So, 1, 2, 3. Oh, one more. One, two, three. Nope. I think here. Is that it? Is that accurate? Bro's cooking. He be cooking. Holy mackerel. Oh, mama. Mama. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Wii U? Wii U? Wii U? The Nintendo Wii U. Family of systems. One, two, three, four. And then this is dirt, or what would be dirt over here. There's another email. That's just TikTok Live being like, you should join this challenge. You should join this challenge to live stream on our platform more. And then every other time I live stream, I get censored for no reason. It's like, okay, dude. Cool. Love you too. Oh, that worked out perfectly. I should just do that. I should just do that instead. Hey, Brian, we know you want to make a successful career out of being a broadcaster in all these different ways. How about every single time you live stream on our platform, we're going to shut you down for no reason? Welcome to TikTok Live. TikTok can't handle those baby blues. They can't handle a lot of stuff. My mom says hi again. Hi! TikTok is the devil of social media. You heard it here first. Hey, but TikTok is working with Tubi to sign creators to produce their own shows. All I gotta do is have a couple million more followers. All I gotta do is have a couple million more followers. Come on now. Hit that follow button. Hit that follow button, brother. We'll do this the hard way. Whatever, it's fine. Ordering Chick-fil-A, y'all want anything? Ooh, a spicy deluxe #2 with no tomato because it's always wet and soggy and messes with the whole composition of the sandwich. Large fry with Chick-fil-A sauce. That's what I want with my life. Awooga. One follower for every $1 of his net worth. Yikes. Yikes. I just need to work harder. You ever think about... Guys, I know we all talk a lot about life and how difficult it is. You ever just think about working harder? You ever just think about that? Yes. Yes. When you're at 999,999, I'll be the one follower to tick you over the edge, bro. Hey, thanks, Karen. Appreciate you. Karen will be the catalyst to my growth on TikTok. Working hard is hard. If you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. You hear me? If you work hard, you never work a day in your life. Barf. The thought crossed my mind. Any hard workers in chat? All right, let's see if these crops actually grow. I need to make... Do I have to go to bed again? Come on, Megan, hi. You've been lurking the whole time, Megan? Always work harder than the person next to you. Yes. Is this a job interview? We can make this a job interview. We can do it. We have the technology. We certainly have the technology. Left for dinner just came back. Well, thank you for coming back. We need a little bit of a reset here. Actually, wait, hold on. Whoa, hold on. Did I just mess this up? I just cooked all the potatoes. Oh, well. They'll come back. They'll come back. We got carrots. It's fine. We have one food item that can lure the pigs. It's fine. Not the potatoes, dude. Actually, we need that. Whoops. Okay, this is annoying. Mashed potato rave at Brian's. Dude, nachos and mashed potatoes, that'd actually be a baller buffet for the rave. Mashed potato rave at Brian's. Mashed potatoes, nachos, and Dunkin'. That's the most Boston rave food ever. Yum-y. It was really weird, too, because most of the people at the rave were not dancing. There was a lot of wallflowers there. Like PAX is full of awkward nerds. Like, why is there a rave? Like a club, at least you're having, like, top 40 music and whatever, right? But, like, a rave? A rave? Dude, cannolis and coffee? Oh, my goodness. All light levels are too low here. Okay, cool. Interesting. Interesting. So probably right here too, yeah? You can tell you can't place them because the light levels are too low, but it won't work around. It'll be fine around the outside because there's actual light. Cool. Yeah, it was just a weird vibe. It was a weird vibe there. And apparently they got a lot of very glowing reviews for it. And it was all good, but I'm like, I don't know. We need to make a trip to Bulbous. So fun fact, I don't know if you heard this before, Megan, but we're not actually friends until we go to Bulbous. This is true. So only people that I'm actually friends with all nonsense aside, only the people that I'm actually friends with, I've gone to Bulbous with. So I've been to Bulbous with Kevin. He's an actual friend. He's not just a poser. He's a real friend. So, you know. Spindle's like, dang. Dang. I'm real. Well, Brian and Kevin confirmed friends. Time to update the Pro Gamers Guide to lore. A lot of people I'm not friends with. I just, you know, I just have to put that boundary out there, you know? I need to make up fictitious boundaries for myself to maintain a sense of distance, you know? Can't let people get too close. Steve has gone. True. Steve is gone. I thought we were, if we got pizza together, it makes us friends. No. Pizza makes you an acquaintance. Gaining people is wrong. No, I got to draw a boundary. I got to have boundaries. Got to have boundaries. Okay, wait, actually, I got a lot of stuff in here. Let's get rid of this stuff. Dude, no, I can't take that. You don't take that. You take this. Yeah. So we haven't been friends for the last 5 years then? Yeah, and we went on the Disney trip together and everything, a whole bunch of us? Yeah, we're not friends. That's correct. That's correct. I crossed a boundary today. I got a soda. A new soda. What kind of soda? I have to know. For science. I can't believe I cooked all the potatoes. We got pizza at Regina's, so we're acquaintances then. Yes, we are. Yes, nothing more. Don't get any ideas. You know, a lot of people want to talk to me, Megan. A lot of people. That Logitech party, I didn't talk to a single soul. You know why? Because they weren't my friends. Weren't my friends. Oh, I can make a golden apple if I wanted to. Oh, it's just a reference from earlier. I gotcha. I can't believe that thing doesn't take clay, dude. That's so disappointing. He's so busy. A lot of committees. There's a lot of committees I'm on. Any committees in chat? Any committees? Wow, we went from having no iron to almost having a full stack of iron. Can you believe it, y'all? Just squander everything I've ever worked for. Go figure. Go figure. A lot of committees. Committee O'Brien. Give me all the busy work. Give me all the busy work. Get those rave nachos. Megan, you would have hated that rave. You would have hated that. Danny would have hated that. It was a weird vibe, my opinion. My favorite newer joke is any blanks in chat. Yeah, any. That's one of my favorite things to say. Any insert whatever in chat. That's one of my favorites, actually. That's one of my that's one of my favorite new ones. Yeah, I agree. It's a great one. Any starving artists in chat? Any hungry people in chat? Abby. You know those party headbands you put on your head that bobble? I need a poly one when the official merch drop. The official merch? What do you think this stuff has been? What do you think? This is just like us messing around? We're just joshing so far. We haven't done any actual. I mean, it's kind of true. Like when stuff's at like Target and stuff, yeah. Any short redhead, moderately sane, single female in the chat. PAX East is not the place. The rave is not the place, or maybe it is the place to find someone of that stature. Official rave merch from Bricks O'Brien. There we go. We got it. Nailed it. Nailed it. If you'd like to have Brian be on your committee, please contact committee@bricksobrian.aol. That's great. I'm old school. I'm professional, dude. Got to add me as a LinkedIn connection first. That's how that goes. That's that. A lot of zombies around here, dude. Haven't heard of AOL in forever. I mean, AOL is not the dominant force it once was. So that makes sense. If you want Brian to be on your committee, please email committee@bricksobrian.net. bricksobrian.bob. I still have access to an AOL email. I mean, hey man, if it works, it works. Whatever. That's fine. I think my first was a Yahoo. Well, we don't need to make a potato level anymore, eh? Not right now. So yeah, it'll look something like this. I don't know how we'll get from point A to point B. That's kind of an idea that I had with the original Vault series, actually. Mario Movie 2 is Galaxy. Next, then which one is after that? I mean, with the unveiling of Star Fox, they could go Smash Bros. I would want an Odyssey movie. Jump right from that. Or they could do a Super Mario World, but then, like, make it involve a lot of stuff from Mario Sunshine and do a Luigi Mansion subplot. I don't know. Yeah, please send me a $10 cashier check. Yes. Too bad the Zelda movie isn't animated. Imagine if it was, though. You know how great that would be? We need more world cores, dude. Come on. Just toss all this stuff in. Get on with it. J22, hello. I hope it's not bad. Well, the dude that's in charge of all the Venom movies is behind it, so it's going to be awesome, obviously. I guess I have a shield in here. I'm going to make some armor. Now that we can swing it. I'm going to go into the Nether. Speaking of Zelda, how about those rumors of Ocarina of Time remake? Do you know how excited I would be? So let me tell you why I'd be so excited. Because I would be able to play the game with a... I've never played the game. Fresh set of eyes. So I get to experience it from the ground up with a revamped UI and fresh take on the whole world. And I would... That would be the perfect time to do a video series. You know how perfect that would be? Do you know how awesome it would be to have, like, the full playthrough from somebody that's never played the game before and have no idea what anything is? It would fix the camera controls, and then we end it off by building the Lego set. You know how baller that would be? You know how well that would do, actually? I think people would really enjoy seeing that, actually. I think that would do really, really well. I think that would do really well. Actually, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. What if we use these unstable chunk spawners in the Nether? No, Manster, I would do a video series. I wouldn't live stream it. I wouldn't live stream it at all. By that point, I'll be back into videos. I would just do a video series on it. Let me use the washroom and I'll be right back. And then we'll dive in. And then we'll dive in, make the unstable chunk in the Nether to make life more interesting. See you in a few minutes, everybody. All right, we're going to go into the Nether and get these unstable chunks spawned in. Here we go. Snail! Buddy! Get out of here, dude. Dude! What is bro doing? Snail! Move! Really? Go through the portal. Dude, little buddy is stuck down here. Anyways, okay. So I gotta take care of these guys first. I don't know why they don't see me. Oh no! We lost the chunks too. Or did we?
Brian, stop it.
Hold on. We can make one. Yeah, we can make one. All we need is one. Nice. And just like that, we're almost out of iron again. Awesome. Love it. Great. Big fan. All right, let's run it back. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. We can run it back. It's fine. It's fine. All we needed is one. All we needed is one. All we needed is one. We're putting it right here. Here we go. Oh, this stinks. Oh, this stinks. You can't do anything with this. Because the Nether has so many areas where, like, it's just wall. This stinks. This is horrific. This is so bad. Like, what do? You can't do anything. This is really bad. Really bad. Like, exceptionally bad. Like, not even in a fun way bad. Just, like, bad. And to be fair, this could happen kind of anywhere, right? Wow. Wow. What? What? Oh. Well, we got the other type of wood, so that's good. All right. I don't like the sound of these pigs everywhere, though. Yeah, I like this. All right, cool. All right. I mean... all right, I guess. We got quartz. Cool. Now, do we even try at any point to go for netherite? Because netherite spawning in chunks, there's basically no way, as far as I can tell, that you are going to get a good read on where netherite is. You just have to mine for it and hope for the best. It's not guaranteed to be in every chunk as far as I know. Like, I mean, it's incredibly, incredibly rare. Like super duper rare. And obviously in these circumstances, even more dangerous. Bed strat. We don't have wool. We have a bed. Like we have a Hulk, we have a bed, a singular bed. I mean, I can look over here. No, you can't even look. Wow. I don't know what to do. No sheep? No. We have to expand the amount of chunks. I really wish the netherrack could be used for the thing. Never have I ever been so entertained. Welcome here, Wolfie. Watch that piglin? Yeah, I know. This really stinks. It just stinks. It just all really stinks. Like this, it doesn't work. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. It's literally just any like cobble or whatever things you can mine. That's it. That is the only thing that works. Nothing else works. So what what I could do is take this out. Literally just mine this whole thing down to that level because we're not going to do anything with this. The base is going to be over here, clearly. Thank you for the follow. Gonna have to, yeah. So what I can do, I mean, that could be what I do literally on TikTok tomorrow. So for the bonus streams we do on TikTok, about an hour, and some of the people there were asking for Minecraft anyway, so I'm literally just gonna take this whole thing down probably in an hour. Just get it that done here. So yeah. And then by doing that, we can expand this whole thing. So there's 15 chunks that we have right now. And in order to expand it, we need to do all 15 in one go. And I don't have any world chunks left. So we need 15 chunks, unstable or otherwise, to make it happen. Start with a tunnel or start. I literally start at the top. I'd start at the top and just work my way down. And then basically not risk any of the, you know, the other stuff that we have. Iron-wise, I just leave it. Use up what I got and then take it from there. Which is really unfortunate. I mean, I can get it done. I got 18 iron, and then we're gonna find more stuff. Like, I just want to see how long it'll take me if I do this. Sure. Okay. Might as well eat up my potatoes. Got nothing else to do. We're not going to take this thing down right now, but I just want to see how long it'll take me if I decide to do it tomorrow. I mean, I'll have to do it tomorrow. We could do it right now, but I'm not going to. Be kind of bad. Be kind of not that great, you know what I mean? It's already nighttime. Come on, awesome. Love it. Love it. Get rid of this. Might as well start it tonight. Could. So, anybody got anything cool happening they want to share? Something they're working on? Something that they're playing? While I start to chip away at this mountain just to see where things are at. We'll kill a little bit of time here before... I actually haven't had a proper dinner tonight. I ate at noon. So I should probably eat actual food. I made my taco bowls once again. So you're working on 240%ing Arkham Knight. I didn't even know that was literally possible, dude. How is that even possible? It's New Game Plus, clearly, but like what would that even entail? You went to Universal or so a week or so. Dude, tell me all about it. What was the favorite ride? New page of Pro Gamer's Guide done tonight. Poggers, dude. Look at us working on cool stuff. Look at us. When you get the new season of Infamy, that gets you the extra 40%. Interesting. You know, I never bothered 100%. I never even knew anybody that did 100% or bothered with any of that stuff in Arkham specifically. Let's just carry this on me and hope that nothing messes with me. Outdoor workshop, trying to get dragon fruit cacti into supports without it becoming a porcupine on the couch that isn't 7 foot long and open up the space where I sit. Oh, you're talking about an actual outdoor workshop. That's sweet. Man, we're all working on cool stuff. Millennium just finished the big Pokemon set. Nice. What's the one sentence review? One sentence review, Millennium. Also, hopefully you got your collectible cards. I did send them out. The latest batch has arrived to at least some people. I know for a fact because Lila Rose Live messaged me and said, these cards are sick, dude. I'm like, yeah, I know. I got mine. They're beautiful. Awesome. I'm glad. Yep, IRL wanted a custom-built, fully insulated one for 10K, but parents insisted their unfinished place was better for 16K. Interesting. That's great. And I'm assuming you get a lot of natural sunlight, which is what warrants that to happen, which I'm very jealous of. Every plant that I have has died. This place does not get enough natural sunlight during the daytime. We get the sunlight during the spring and summer will beam into the apartment at 8 a.m. and then there's trees overcasting basically the entire rest of the day. So there isn't really a way to, you know, make it work. Did get mine super cool. Put them in their card binder. Oh, awesome. Did you get the case from Wicked Brick? I saw that case, man. It's dirty. It's dirty, dude. It looks so clean. I love how I said it looks dirty. It looks so clean. Wow. Look at you fancy with the sun tunnels and everything. Wow. Very cool. Been playing all the Arkham games for Lego Batman. Very nice. Biggest Lego set was 14 pieces. Lego is so expensive. It is. It's good to have it as a hobby when it's something you really enjoy. You can take your time with it. And, you know, I've obviously been collecting and doing stuff for years. I've gotten a lot more particular about what I want, which is kind of what you have to do with Lego. Like, you need to stick to kind of your certain themes. If you vary too much, it just becomes too big of a rabbit hole. And it just goes crazy, you know? That case is so cool, but out of my price range. Yeah, especially with that set being the price that it is. It is very cool, though. Put the cards in it, too, man. It's dope. So cool. For those who don't know, it's a case that has like custom printing all over the front and back of it, and you can place the 3 starter Pokemon cards inside of the case itself, and they're separate acrylic, but it looks as if it's part of the whole display. And it's really cool because you could put, you know, Charmander and the other like baby starters, or you could put, if you're really baller, the actual oh, we needed that sapling actually. You can put like the Charizard, Blastoise, whatever in there too, and it's really sick. It's really cool. Cody brought me home the Magnolias the other day. I'll save it for when I'm on break from college as a reward for finishing the terms. Look at you. Super cool. Prefer Yu-Gi-Oh to Pokemon? It's always a flip-flop, I feel like. People are on or off about it. I stuck with the Yu-Gi-Oh anime more than I did the Pokemon one. I don't know why. I flip-flopped as a kid. And whatever it was, like the cards, like, you know, you kind of hit a phase. The games, you know, they don't hold a candle to Pokemon way better. Do you have opinions on those 2 Pokemon Lego GWPs? I think people are really overreacting to them. You know, I think people see something exclusive and they're like, yeah, I gotta have it. But like, I wasn't really, you know, I can't tell if there's water there. whatever. I mean, I didn't feel like I needed to get them. And I'm, you know, a moderate Pokemon fan, you know, and an avid Lego fan, you know. So I don't know. I think people were kind of caught up in the exclusivity of it. Now, if it were anything related to like the anime, like Ash Ketchum and Brock Misty, you know, you made it a rare. If you locked a specific Pokemon behind it, I think that'd be really shady. But those two specifically, nah, I don't really care. Just found out the other day that Lego Batman 4 isn't confirmed to have the same release date on Switch 2. Interesting. Well, I asked them at TwitchCon way back when, not that it would be as relevant today, but I asked them at TwitchCon, is it releasing on Switch 2? And they said no comment. Now, obviously, at this point, they confirmed it for Switch 2, but they may have told me that answer in relation to, like, they don't know when. So they're probably having issues with, you know, optimization or something, and they don't want to admit that. I don't know anything, so don't take my word for it, but that's just my guess. Which is why they didn't admit it in the first place, and probably why they're not committing to a release date right now. Ooh, throughout all of middle and high school, what elective did you dislike the most? Oh, man. We had a really good range of electives, so it was tough to get one that was, like, not one that I favored. Wow, I made it through the night. Look at me. An elective that I didn't like. Woodshop involved a lot more math than I think I gave it credit for, and I'm not, like... I'm more of the creative side of things than the math side of it, even though math is part of, like, the creative process in its own way. So I remember, like, building my balsa wood bridge and stuff, you know, for whatever reason. But I remember that not resonating the way that I thought it would. I took graphic design in high school, which helped me to learn Photoshop, which is great. I took 4 years of television production, which gave me more insight into how to use DSLR cameras more. And I know by the end of it, I knew how to use DSLR cameras like what this is right over here, more so than people who were just graduating college with their film degrees, which is kind of wild. And I was better off than them in a lot of ways. So it was super cool to have that hands-on experience. It was really, really awesome. Give me another one of these. No, I got it in here. We'll do this. Cool. Might as well take out the mountain. You guys don't mind if I'm chipping away at this mountain, yeah? Will it take the slabs? No, it will not take the slabs. It won't. Y'all don't mind the boring, busy work, right? Hopefully not. So yeah, I mean, I think that was probably the one that I was least a fan of. Every other elective that I've taken is like pretty usable. We had the option to do photography, but that meant developing film. And I knew that was not going to be useful. So I did not do that. But people did it. I think people realized it too. They just did it for like the art of it and whatever, which I get. It wasn't for me. I remember I had a specific kind of art class. I forget what it was. I remember it was an art class where I found out they were legitimately doing the sequel trilogy for Star Wars. And I'm like, there's no way that's real. And then it was real. I'm like, oh, okay. I forget what class that was, but that's embedded in my soul. I was never a good painter. You know, I took like actual painting with watercolor and whatever. I was never into that. Like I remember vividly in art class, I was too abrasive with the paint. And so like with the watercolor, I would always have this urge to go bold with the colors. And I never like, it didn't click with me that like adding more water and like being abrasive to the canvas didn't add more vibrancy to what I was trying to draw. And so it was just a fundamental misunderstanding of what the art form was, and I just wasn't a fan of it anyways. So I never really tried. I never would have guessed with the bold colors, right? Yeah, exactly. But it's funny how those things like permeate through into adulthood and the other things you do, right? So I think that's really cool. What else was I not really a fan of? That's actually a great question. We took health and wellness, but you know, how much of that resonates, how much, whatever. Any after school clubs you remember liking? I'm going to vividly tell you one that I didn't like. Only because that is the one, I never did any after school activities because I was doing this stuff. That was kind of my activity after school. But one time, you know, when I first went to high school, I didn't have any friends. And I went from basically an inner city environment where there was a lot of commingling and, you know, everybody was, I would say, a lot more like socially acclimated, and like just the melting pot of culture really resonated with me. And then going to where I went to high school, it was not that. And so I found it really difficult to adjust. And I know how to talk to people. It's not that I'm not socially, you know, able to do it, but I think maybe just a new environment and getting a little skittish and whatever. So I was having a hard time adapting. So what my guidance counselor recommended that that I join an after school club. He recommended I join the gaming club. I'm like, oh yeah, sure, of course. Like video game, you know, in my head, video games and everything else. Like maybe there's an Xbox set up and they're doing Halo and it's a LAN party and, you know, whatever, that could be cool. And then I went and it was D&D. And I thought, well, that's not the gaming that I like. And so I ended up going to the restroom at one point and then being so like not into it that I went to the guidance counselor afterward. And I was like, hey, this is not what I thought it would be. Like, I don't know how to like navigate this, but this is not it. And he's like, don't even worry about it. Just go home. You're good. And so I just went home. And I obviously ended up finding my crew. It took me quite a long time to do it. But, you know, it's just a matter of being social. I was really tired. Spoiler alert. I would, you know, fall asleep in class, not because I was lazy, but just I was exhausted for all different reasons. And, you know, that obviously carried well into adulthood, which is why I'm now really emphasizing sleep and bettering myself and having that clarity and all that. Really makes a lot of difference, you know? And it really has. So, you know, and obviously my mother and a lot of people were like, you need to rest, but whatever. Do you not have a bedtime? I mean, so late into middle school, I didn't have a bedtime, but I knew well enough to go to bed at a certain time, feel awake and whatever. But it'd just be, you know, thoughts at night and, you know, whatever was going on with friends and whatever was really energy consuming and all that. And so, you know, I wasn't taking care of myself, and that was really on me. And it really took just a lot of learning experiences to get to the point where I was just kind of sick and tired of being sick and tired. And, you know, certain things needed to change in real life and in school life, and it did. But yeah, insomnia kicked my butt in my teen years. Yeah, I mean, it did for me too, and it got better over the years. But it and this is also not just whatever troubles were happening at school, but like all of this stuff was kind of cooking in the background of like, well, I want to be somebody that creates something that is kind of for myself, that isn't requiring all this legwork and all this whatever. Like I didn't want to go to film school because I didn't want to create film. I wanted to create cool things and connect people. And a lot of what art school was sold to me as was like, you need to create this art piece and be this and be this and be that, or being, you know, broadcasting, or it just wasn't for me. And realistically, if you want to make it into any form of entertainment, you do not need a degree to do it. That is the one thing I feel very confident in saying as somebody who hasn't gone to college. very confident in saying you do not need a degree if you want to make it in entertainment, whatever that means for you, acting or otherwise. I'm not saying don't go to college. I'm saying there are like if you want to be a professional server, you don't need to go to college. You want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a therapist, whatever, you need to go to school. And so there's different career paths in life, of course. You can go into the trades, whatever. But yeah. That's that long tangent. Any other follow-ups on schools while I take apart this mountain in Minecraft? Why not, right? Butler School is very helpful if you want to serve. Well, you know, to each their own, eh? To each their own. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. If you didn't want to do YouTube, what would you want your job to be? What would I want my job to be, or what I would be good at? Because technically, a lot of my skills on paper are good for hashtag marketing. Marketing is kind of slimy in nature in a lot of ways. Other than something like that, if I had to pick a totally different industry, it'd probably be in broadcasting. It would be, going on radio or TV or something, or operating cameras and stuff. I'm also a really good event producer, go figure. So like here's what content creation is really good for. It's really good for figuring out what you're good at and practicing. So although you may not be a content creator forever, right? You don't necessarily need to make Minecraft YouTube videos forever. But like for me, I've coordinated a team of over 100 people to fundraise for Stand Up to Cancer and have not only the mission be successful in raising $100,000 across all these creators, but then like coordinating all the different sponsorships and, just different things that are necessary to work together and make for a successful event. And a lot of those skills are real, like all the skills that I have for content creation are very applicable everywhere. And so if of all the jobs that I'm really good at, what I'm really, really good at, and this has happened several times, I won't say how, but it has happened. I have given like expert level perspective on like a situation and been like, hey, this is exactly what you need to do. And people are like, oh yeah, we never thought of it. There we go. So I'm not consulting, but I guess something along that line. I seem to be really good at that. We're out of iron, y'all. Dang. So yeah, someone in marketing could probably be a good executive if I wanted to be. But that's kind of lame, in my opinion. What would I be the executive of? Could probably go work for Lego. If everything hit the fan, I could probably go work for Lego in Boston. Somebody said that to me. Like, you ever think about working for Lego? I'm like, nah. But if I had to, or if I wanted to, I probably could. Goodness knows I got the experience. Tried to sell comics I made in high school, and the principal told me to stop because I wasn't allowed to sell to my fellow students. You know what's funny about that? I actually did that same thing in elementary school with Pokemon cards. I did that same exact thing. I'd be on the schoolyard. I'd kind of sell singles or sell by the pack. I'd kind of make my own booster pack sort of a deal. My entire bottom of my backpack was filled with coins by the end of the day. You think you'd make for a good manager? I think I would. I think I would make for a, Baby Brian slinging on the playground, literally. Literally, absolutely. I think I would. A lot of what makes for a good manager is actually not in managing the task itself, but managing the people and making sure that people are good with each other and staying on task. But when you have people that work really well together, like what we have with stand-up builders as the coordinators and all that, it's really difficult, A, when you try to bring new people in, or B, just adjusting, because you don't want to mess with that mojo. And that mojo, that energy that you have with your fellow people, that's what makes all the difference. If I don't have the team that I have, if I don't have the moderation that the mod squad, again, if I don't have the amazing people that I work with on any given project, in front of or behind the scenes, this doesn't happen in the same way. And so refining that and picking those people, and sometimes you pick people incorrectly. I've done that plenty of times. But knowing when it's a good fit and knowing when it's not, that is very difficult skill to master, in my opinion. And I can do that pretty well. I'm really good at bringing people together. So yeah,
Drink
event planning.
some water.
Thank you for that. So yeah, I mean, I certainly don't plan on quitting any of this anytime soon. I've been doing it full-time independent for 8 years. My mission is to entertain people through what I do, bring people together, and, you know, do something that's a bit more entertaining than what you would normally be doing throughout your day. Because you could be doing anything else, like listening to the radio or, I don't know, washing your countertops. But you're here, so, you know, whatever that means. So, we got this mountain pretty much taken care of, at least for the top portion here. I do feel my voice starting to go, which means I need to rest and recoup, because I guess I was yelling throughout the weekend and talking more than I thought I was. So want to make sure that I'm good with that. So again, appreciate all the love and support tonight. The good vibes, the energy, the everything else. You can hear the frog in my throat? Yeah. It's getting there. It's unfortunately getting there. He's doing it without yelling at us. See, I'm getting better. A lot of glowflies here. They're spawning on this biome specifically. We're going to get these cobblestone blocks into the generator, and we'll be locked and loaded and ready to go. Well, there's a ton of them. Look at that. Wow. Very cool. Very cool. So tomorrow at 11 a.m. on tiktok.com/BricksO'Brien, I will be finishing up the mountain, or at least getting a lot further. Oh, I don't have any more iron, so I got to actually go looking for iron again. Strip mining down, it looks like. Lots of cobblestone, though. Big fan of that. Look at that. Have a lot of world cores in no time. Sweet. Is this the end of Minecraft month? It is the end of Minecraft month, but what's going to happen is we're not saying goodbye to this world. I have really enjoyed playing through. Look at all this, actually. We'll replant this right now, because why not? I've really enjoyed this world. I've enjoyed playing it, and getting back into Minecraft in a single-player, like, refined experience has been a ton of fun for me. And I think it's been a ton of fun for everybody watching as well. So I certainly don't plan on abandoning the world forever. That would not be wise of me. And especially if something that I enjoy. So we're going to find a way to put it into the rotation. Wednesday is going to be some, what's it there? The the Luigi cart with Mach 8 is going to be the build. And then after that, I'm going to St. Jude Play Live. And then once I'm back from St. Jude Play Live, we'll dive into Stardew Valley for April. And then we're basically going to figure out some stuff from there and make it happen. So we got a lot of awesome stuff cooking in the background. It could be Minecraft Monday. Yeah, it could be that. It could be, you know, every so often. I don't know. But I definitely want to keep it in part of the rotation. I think, again, people like seeing me do this. And then, you know, let's say I do some busy work on TikTok. That could really work out well. So we make some good progress throughout the week on the live streams here. So we'll see where life takes us. But I think, yeah, people have enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it, especially the live portion of it. It's very, like, focused. So it's not like I'm like leaving it, I don't know, open-ended, you know? Like, you just kind of roll with it. So I'm really a fan of it. So boom, there we go. All right. Maximum farm sim hype, right? It's basically the vibe. Damn, Matt, have a good rest of your night. Appreciate you. We're going to take a nap here. We're actually going to close this out right here, right now. So thank you very much for listening, watching, tuning in, and meowing it out with me. As always, I will see you again next time for more of Minecraft Chunk by Chunk. So thanks, everybody. Appreciate you. For those that are watching here on